Well, hello, Rhonda.
Hey, Luke.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Those who might be wondering who these two faces are, I'm Luke Gamble, Creative Director at Brentwood Benson Music Publications, and we're joined here by Rhonda Frazier. That if you've been following Brentwood music throughout the years, you probably have seen some content from Rhonda. And pleased for us to get together today and just chat about a new musical coming out from Brentwood Kids called Christmas is Jesus. This is going to be a lot of fun. We don't do one of these kind of musicals every year. Seems like every 2 to 3 years we might do one of these simple series. And what's awesome about the simple series is generally we pack them full of familiar songs that kids may have heard already, so there's not much for them to have to really learn, so it's familiar stuff. And then the dialogue is generally just very simple kind of narration stuff, not character driven. And so what I love about this year's musical is what you've helped me do with that drama. And why don't you explain what we did there, because I think it's a lot of fun. The kids are going to have fun doing it.
Yeah, I hope so. When Luke asked me to come on board to write the script for this, this would be maybe the third or fourth simple that I've kind of pulled together a script for. And I didn't want to do the same thing again, but I was recalling a script that Susie Smith wrote several years ago called Stranger in a Manger. It was a Seuss-esque project for BBMP, and I loved that script. And then I was also recalling my days as a kid when we did these little Christmas pageants and everybody got their little poem. Sure. And you had to memorize your little Christmas poem, and you said your poem in between all of these songs. So with that in mind, I asked for permission to attempt to write the script in verse rather than in prose. So I did that, and I was a little scared because I didn't know if it would work. I didn't know how it would read, but I got kind of excited about it, and that's the approach I took. I will tell you, though, that I sort of tested it out. I sent the script to my niece, who just turned 9, and Maggie, and I asked my sister to have her read it to see how it felt to her. Were any of the words awkward, and how did she receive it? And she was reading it, and she told her mom, and Bridget didn't give her any information about it, just had her read through it, and she goes, "I like it. It sure rhymes a lot, though, Mom." And so my sister said, "Yes, Aunt Rhonda did that on purpose." And to which Maggie said, "Oh, good. I wasn't sure she would have noticed." But it was
That's cute.
So it was so hilarious to get that response back from Maggie, but it did work. And so with your permission, I did that, and I sent it to some other readers to make sure it was kind of feeling okay. And then when I heard it back on the audio from the kids who did it in the studio, I was just thrilled. I'm really excited because it's the same story, but just with readers, but in verse rather, and it rhymes.
Yeah, and the